we're seeing not only economics, but a whole variety of issues that give rise to cities. You know, the creation of a capital, you know, can be a choice, purely political, an economic need, a geographical need, a response to post-disaster impacts of relocating cities. So they have these kind of rich variables that, you know, hopefully give contemporary cities their character a lot more.
Increasingly today, you know, we are seeing government functions shrinking. We are seeing the more successful cities being those that can compete on a whole range of diverse different economic levels. And as a consequence, actually, those that will win that race, that competition, are those that don't rely on single aspects, are not actually born out of a forced situation. Those that evolve and diversify through evolution are those that are becoming the more successful global cities, perhaps. Yeah, the way in which people live in cities, in my view, is perhaps the most radical change that we're seeing in the 21st century. And the way in which, in my view, people and jobs relate to each other and economies relate to people has radically shifted from perhaps the way in which we saw it occurring in the 70s, 80s, 90s period of the last century. You know, in many respects, I think certainly the higher skilled populations that all cities in the world want to capture in order to drive their economies are now the most mobile populations. They're the people with most choice about where they can live, and they're often the people with the financial ability to apply that choice more easily. And as a consequence, I think what we're beginning to see now is jobs following people more than people following jobs. Today, I think the quality of life of a city is the factor that really comes to the fore in where people choose to live. And they know, frankly, that if they have the skills, then the jobs will follow them.
One of the great dilemmas, I think, of you know, a more accessible, you know, planet is that cities start to take on characteristics of each other, and they don't maintain their authenticity. The historic cities do have character because they came out of geography response or economic response, but you know, when one is designing new places, they share very common global characteristics. So it is a great challenge to get the differentiators. I think those individual characteristics have to be drawn out to avoid this kind of normalizing of the city of anywhere, which would be a great, you know, loss to lose that character of place.